The whole video is black and white. I love black and white videos.
I'm back, and in today's video I'm going to be reacting to this very in-depth comment that I got under my video. Beyoncé hates Aaliyah, and I'm very excited. I've been wanting to do this since I've read it, and it's very long. It's literally a whole paragraph, but it's interesting and it is definitely worth my time and a video, so I'm gonna do that. Also, I have been posting on my vlogging channel at Krazy Storms. If you would like to see my life and what it's like, go over and subscribe, support if you want to. I'm also going to be dropping driving vlogs, drive with me. So if you want to see the way I drive, go over and follow my Krazy Storms YouTube channel. Anyways, let's get into this comment because I've been literally excited for 3 days. So it just says,
so this video really came at a time where it was perfect because I have a lot to say about this subject. I am in the industry, which gives me insight on Beyoncé, and I also have friends who are in the industry and connected to Aaliyah and Static Major's family, and I'm going to say it because I don't care anymore. It's all alleged. The reason why Aaliyah even went to the Bahamas was because it was a setup from the jump. People have to remember at the time of Aaliyah's death, everyone was mad at her, from her uncle to Timbaland, Missy Elliott, and the list just goes on.
So when I read this, I'm just like, they all were mad at her. Like, I knew they were mad at her, but I never really looked at it like this. And I'm just like, they slipped up, and Timbaland and Missy said that they were kind of going back and forth before she died. So I'm just like, maybe everybody's anger got the best of them and they ganged up on Aaliyah. And I'm just like, why didn't I really put this into mind? Like,
they were mad at her because I didn't know this up until recently, but Aaliyah was an independent artist because of the way that her uncle had the deal set up between Black Ground Records and Atlantic Records. Aaliyah was considered independent, and with the success that she had and was about to get, she was a threat to the elite, and they all wanted her to do what they said, and she wasn't.
And I totally 100% believe this. Aaliyah wanted to be independent. She wanted to be classy about the way she did things, professional, and they wanted her to be more sexual. They wanted her intimacy. She even has a song about that. They wanted her intimacy. They want to, you know, put her in 4 walls, basically lock her in a room, like take away her keys. Like, I truly believe they did not want her to be independent, and they probably didn't think that she would become so big and successful, given the fact that she was young, no one took her serious. She was really doing like petty performances at petty places, and then she started moving on to the big dogs like the Oscars, and she was doing big things, and I don't think the people around her really liked that. And I think that Aaliyah wanted to be independent. She wanted to do things on her own. That's why she wanted to be fully in control.
I've always been one that's very adamant on being original and being unique. Always had creative control where my career is concerned, but I've become a little bit more comfortable with being articulate about exactly what I want.
Have some say in her career, in her creativity. She wanted some say in that. I 100% agree with everything so far. Like, this is literally mind-blowing.
But also, they were not with what she was trying to be on in her artistry, which was gain freedom and control over her masters and her creativity.
And I was saying this, like, I don't know how true it is that this person says that he's in the industry. It is very possible, because there is a lot of people that I look at and I'm just like, wow, she is in the industry. Like, she's been in the industry, she's been around famous people like Kathy Andali. I ordered her book about Aaliyah, and I went to her Instagram and she was taking pictures with, like, she had old pictures with like Jay-Z and so many celebrities, and I'm just like, wow, maybe she does know a thing or two. You can't really knock her out the park at this point when seeing her around celebrities like Jay-Z. So maybe this person is in the industry, but I definitely think that Aaliyah wanted her masters so that she could be in control. She was very smart. She was ahead of her time, and I don't think that the industry likes when these artists try to buy their own music unless they did everything they're supposed to do. Like Rihanna, she has her masters, I believe, and I feel like she has accomplished everything she was supposed to do in the industry. I feel like she may have beat it, or she may be at the end of beating it. But I feel like Aaliyah, she was very ahead of her time. She was doing things way before, you know, I don't know, she was just very smart. Very, very smart. And they did not like that. She was definitely a threat, a triple threat.
But also, they were not with what she was trying to be on in her artistry, which was gain freedom and control over her masters and her creativity. So this is what I've heard and believe happened to her. The elite came to her around the time before her last album dropped because they saw that with her being so independent and being powerful, that she was a threat, and they wanted to sell her out and become where we see Beyoncé is today. Skin bleached, nose jobs, fake hair, fake husband, destroyed careers on the way up, hateful and demonic frequencies, etc.
And you know what? This comment is amazing. Like, literally so much information in one. How could I not make a video out of this? Like, I totally believe that the elites too wanted her to be sexual, and I think that's what her song Don't Know What to Tell You was towards, the industry, because they wanted her to be more naked and out there, sell her out basically. But she wasn't for that. She was very classy and natural, humble. She did not want any parts in that. They did not like that. They did not like that. She did not want to be a puppet of theirs like most artists do in today's time. The other reason why I believe this too is because she was on a red carpet. I think it was the Movie Awards 2000. And when she got to the interviewer, I forgot, I think he is known. I'm not sure what his name is, but he was asking her questions, and he was like, would you ever get your breasts done, your boobs done? And she was like, no. And he was like, would you ever post naked in a...
would you ever do full frontal nudity in a movie?
Oh, wow. I don't know. Not really thinking about that right now. It would totally depend on the project if it was done tastefully. I don't think so, though, no.
Would you ever get breast implants?
No.
Would you ever pose naked for Playboy?
Oh my God, these questions. I mean, yeah, they're totally out of bounds. I'm saying the purpose, I don't get it.
And I'm just like, yeah, why is he asking her would she get her body done? Like, what was the point in that? It's like they were throwing people at her too to ask these questions, you know, try to get her to change. But she was just a natural girl. She loved her body and she wasn't about to change. And it is just crazy because everything he's naming was literally being asked to Aaliyah. He said that, you know, they wanted her to do demonic frequencies, and I'm just like, if you watch her music video, We Need a Resolution, she was dancing in like these metallic pillars. And then they went down as she, you know, started to get more through the music video, and it was just like a cloudy, dark sky behind her. Evil looking sky. Not to mention she had on a dragon shirt, and I forgot what a dragon means, but it was just so many questionable things in that music industry. And then she was around snakes. She was in underground tunnels, like she was covered in dirt. I don't know, everything he's saying, it just gives me flashes of little things involving Aaliyah, whether if it's music videos, questions that were asked towards her. So many things are just ringing a bell. Like, this literally is put perfectly.
Aaliyah told them no, she did not want to sell out her soul, and she wanted to continue to drive through her career as an independent artist. However, after they let you know about their agenda, you now become a threat because you can expose what you know, and that to take down a plethora of different things as we see in the world right now, as we know it, because it's all controlled by them. So after they reached out to Dame Dash, her uncle, Hype Fatima, even her close friends on her team, remember they all were mad about setting her up, and if they did, they'd be set for the rest of their lives.
And you know what? I think that this is so relevant. I just feel like they did try to warn her. Like, and we need a resolution, or else we won't be speaking, girl. So what's it gonna be? Me and you, or is it gonna be who blames who? I think that his rap in that song has a meaning to it. Like, a lot of people just think that this is just a relationship that they're talking about, which is so crazy to me, because no, Aaliyah was very smart. She was trying to tell us all what was going on and what she knew, and I think that she was secretly trying to put what she knew in her music videos. From what she left, there's plenty you can go off of. I think that she was gonna expose them if they tried something and they killed her.
So it was all planned from what I've heard and what I believe. Everything you see in Beyonce's career is fake. It was all supposed to go to Aaliyah, from the performances to the awards to the specials to the movies. I've heard that every single thing in Beyonce's career prior to about 2015 was going to go to Aaliyah based on how her trajectory was supposed to play out if she sold out. So fast forward to now, Beyonce is no longer the it girl because, again, she's lying about her age. She is not only 40, she's about 50 years old, and everyone in the industry knows it. And the elite are kind of tired of her because she's not making as much money as she used to make.
And that is so true. They are over Beyonce. Beyonce is just like, I don't know, she's washed out. And I like to say that she's washed out because she used all her creativity in the early 2000s, which was a bad idea. I don't think that is a smart idea, and I always compare it to Aaliyah. Aaliyah said that she liked to, give the people something, but leave a little to their imaginations. And Beyonce just threw it all out there, and people were just like, wow. In that time, they were just like, wow, look at all these ideas. And now in today's time, she has nothing, and I don't even feel like Ivy Park is doing that good. She was sending a bunch of her friends free clothing, and I'm just like, wow. I mean, I know that's something they do in the industry, but I don't think it's doing that good, and it's very pricey. So yeah, but I just feel like her throwing all her ideas out in one time frame took away from the future ideas. She does not know what to do anymore. She did everything, and she probably doesn't want to do it over. So she is kind of washed out at this point, and I'm pretty sure her fans are just about as tired of her as anyone else, and just as much as the elites are.
Like when she first came out, so now Beyonce is getting very clever with people like Chloe and Halle, who she's actually groomed to come into the industry because she literally chose Chloe for a movie in 2002. So she knew that when she got to a point of our career, in her career where they were no longer going to want her, all she could do is bring up a new girl and just live in her career, which is what she's trying to do with Chloe and Halle. However, it's not working because of, thank God, Normani.
In my own opinion, let me get this charger.
In my opinion, Normani has the spirit of Aaliyah all throughout her existence. I believe Normani is what Aaliyah was about to become, and she's going to do exactly what Aaliyah was going to do, which is organically become a star. Maybe she's going to sell out here and there, but she's still going to be true to herself, and she's also going to be true to her ethnic culture. She's not going to become fake and try to dress up something that she's not. So they're trying everything they can to put Chloe and Halle in our faces to drown out Normani.
Now, I just want to say, I think it's Chloe. She has been doing the most, acting very out of her character. And I know a lot of people's going to say that people change, but not that drastically. I mean, Keke Palmer went through a phase where she was just trying to act like someone she wasn't, and then she went back to being her normal self, and I'm just like, that's where she should stay. Now, if you look at Chloe, she literally looks like a up-to-date Beyonce.
That means you're extra, extra.